Hi guys, Selena Walker here, naturopath, living deep in nature here at Ysbryd y Coed. And today I want to talk to you about the dandelion, or what we call the dandelion here in Wales, dant y lliw, lion's tooth. And the official name for dandelion, if I can say this correct, because you know my Latin isn't great, is Taraxacum officinale. Now I love the word dant y lliw, lion's tooth, and to me she is the lion flower. She always makes me smile when she first comes out because it's one of the first big yellow flowers that comes out and tells me that spring is on the way. I also have a lovely relationship with dandelion because she's there for me all year. We have that relationship because you get 3 different harvests. I harvest the flowers, I harvest the leaves, and I harvest the root. But today I'm talking to you about the flowers and the leaves, and I've also got a video about the root and how I harvest the root, so I'll put a link into that below. And at springtime you get the dandelions coming out, but very quickly they turn into what I call the Dandelion Clock. Some of you might remember that from your childhood. I can remember blowing it when I was younger, and every time you blow it you'd count, and however many times it would take to blow was the time. But what I've noticed as I got older is I can blow off more and the time isn't always correct, but I love those little fairies blowing around and knowing that I'm helping the dandelion spread her wings. So let's talk about dandelion. So the dandelion is a great source of pollen. So if you want to work with dandelion, by all means work with her, but look at the area you are harvesting from. In fact, there's bumblebees on the dandelions there. The bees absolutely love her because at this time of year, there's not actually that many flowers around and the dandelion gets everywhere. So be careful with your harvesting. If I was taking from here, I might just take 1 or 2 flowers, but I would leave the majority for the bees. And in my field I can easily harvest a jar for tincture without even making a dent on it. But I like to emphasize this because if you're out foraging, don't clear the patch. These are here for the bees at this time of year as well as us. And it's all about working in harmony with the plants and with the other beings. It's not just about what we can take from the plants. So talking about the plant, well, how do I work with the plant? Well, I work with the plant in many different ways, but the main way I work with the plant is obviously in medicine and food. No surprises there. So I would make dandelion fritters, so I dip the heads in some batter and I would then make dandelion fritters, which are absolutely gorgeous, but also the leaves. Let me find a good leaf so I can show it up to the camera. The leaves are really bitter, so you can taste it and instantly, wow, you get that bitter flavour. But what that flavour does, stimulates the digestive system. In fact, my belly might start rumbling now throughout this video. Stimulates the digestive system and gets the digestive juices flowing and can help stimulate your appetite. So if that is needed in your life, then you can go to dandelion leaf for that. She's very bitter, so I wouldn't make a salad from the whole dandelion, but I would definitely put 1 or 2 leaves, a couple of leaves in a salad, mix it up and get her medicine in that way. Now, if I'm using her medicine in, say, tinctures, I always think, well, she's out in the spring. And in Chinese medicine, the spring is all about the liver and cleansing and detoxifying. And that's what she's for. So if you think about the liver, in your main route of elimination, you've got the cells dumping toxins into the lymph, into the blood, and then it hits the liver. And then the liver has these meetings with the rest of the body and decides how to push the toxins out. So if you've got skin conditions, then the liver might decide to push toxins out to the skin. So healing the liver can heal skin conditions. And the orifice of the liver is the eyes, so eyesight is linked in there. And also one of the accessory organs to the liver is the gallbladder, because the liver makes the bile and the gallbladder stores the bile and shoots it out into the duodenum, the small intestine, to help emulsify the fats and also get toxins out. And what dandelion can do is dandelion causes these contractions within the liver and the gallbladder to help release more bile, and therefore helping detoxify the system, but also helping to emulsify the fats, because that's what one of the jobs that the bile does. So how amazing is she? Other things I've talked about detoxifying. So I work with dandelion if I want to detoxify, say, the blood or the lymph or the kidneys, any, the main detoxification organs and the main routes of elimination, so including the bowels as well. And you might be aware of this because another name for dandelion is piss a bed. Piss in the bed. And that is because she's a diuretic, and that means that she's going to flush you out. But interestingly, the nickname is piss a bed, but you can use dandelion and work with dandelion as medicine for people that are bedwetting, in an instance where the urinary system, so the urinary tract, needs strengthening. So if a child is bedwetting, or even someone a bit older where they may be losing a bit of control in the bladder, then dandelion can be great there. But I always say, you can't say with herbal medicine that this is for this, because we are all different. The amount of times I get messages from people saying, how can I use this for this, or what dose do I need to take for this? And if it was that easy, my life would be a lot easier. But we are all individuals, and that in fact is what makes my life exciting. So even though I will be making a lot of medicine from dandelion, from her flower, from her leaf and from her root, I will not be prescribing her for the same reason in everybody. And that is where a deeper understanding of plant medicine comes from. One of the other things to note is when I was biting into this leaf, and you squeeze the leaf, and even in the stem, you might see a white substance coming out, and that is latex that is in the plant as well. So that's something to be aware of, because I know some people have issues working with plants with latex inside of it. So hopefully that's inspired you to get out there and look at dandelion, start to learn how to identify her if you don't know what she looks like, and just think about how you can work together. You might start by just putting simply a couple of leaves amongst your salad. You might make some dandelion fritters by dipping the flowers into some batter. Now when you harvest these flowers, they close up very quickly, so it needs to be from field or wherever you are to the pan quite quickly to do that. You might make a tincture, you might make a vinegar, you might dry them gently or just put them to wilt gently and then make an oil or a salve. There's so many possibilities with dandelion tea. I could go on and on. In case you haven't noticed, I'm quite a fan of dandelion. So I really invite you to get this lion flower, the lion's tooth, Dandelion, in your life. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really helps me. I know lots of you that watch this might not be subscribers, but please click the button and subscribe, because it really helps me get this work out there even further and get more people connecting to their bodies and to the plants and to nature. If you want to connect more, you can head on over to my website, selenawalker.earth, and sign up to my newsletter. I'll see you soon.